We do not count the number of years. My mother has 8 children, and now I'm the oldest. My woman soul has come to live inside me. Soon, I will be married. We live in the jungle in small groups. If there are too many of us on the same hunting ground, we couldn't survive. Our ancestors never cultivated the land. We have always hunted, fished, and gathered food. Our survival depends on what the forest can give us. We respect it. It's our life. The men make the weapons. Hunting is difficult. The women must lead their tribe in its search for food. As children, we learn to fish, to gather fruit or edible roots, but also to hunt, like the men. Some of us, however, have begun a different way of life, cultivating the earth, growing rice, and only hunting occasionally. For them, survival no longer depends on hunting. Tomorrow, we will go and see the farmers. I met a young Dumagat named Rubens. I like him a lot. Living with him will mean a different life for me. The journey will be long, several days. My mother and her sisters will show me, for the last time before I'm married, everything they know about the forest. Our stories talk about each person's hunting ability. They talk about our tricks and those of the animals. I want to know and learn all these secrets and techniques so that my children will one day become good hunters and come to love our forest. Tabu King is my grandfather. He is very old. Elders are respected like chiefs. They are the guardians of traditions, rites, and are the memory of our people. At the end of the journey, we will organize a ritual wedding ceremony. I will give Rubens the sign of love by exchanging a betel nut. It's a very intimate gesture. That's how we promise ourselves to each other. I'm happy. For we Dumagats, love plays a very important part in our choice of a mate. When we leave, we are each given an arrow so that the hunt will be successful. It is also a symbol of group cohesion. Often, members of the same family separate. The men decorate their arms with leaves to chase away evil spirits, and also so that their wives will always return. People who work the land live several days away on foot, near the sea, where the earth is flatter. To move around in the jungle, we go up or down the river. There are trails through the woods, but only for going from one river to another. fishing techniques have improved. Using pieces of plastic and glass we find on the beach, we make glasses for seeing under the water. Thanks to a small harpoon and some rubber, we catch eel, smaller fish, and shrimp. Saping is my aunt. She is very patient and can fish for hours with her head in the cold water. She turns over every rock to find her prey. You have to be fast, very fast, because the fish really panic. Fishing in the river is precious because it's not as hard as hunting. Fish are an important part of our diet, but the season doesn't last very long. When the water gets too high, it becomes muddy and dangerous. Belongs to all members of the tribe. They go through it freely and hunt whatever they like. Depending on the season, we pick fruit and berries, dig up roots, and gather honey. When we move around, all we carry with us are our weapons, a small knife, and betel nuts. Everything we own is in a small bag, which we wear around our waist. The forest provides us with everything we need. Trees and plants sometimes have mystic powers. They protect us from evil spirits or guide our loved one to us. Nevertheless, their main functions are to feed us, to keep us healthy, and to shelter us. Dumagat women can live totally independently from men. Very often, they hunt just among themselves. We're taught to be autonomous at a very young age. During childhood, we learn how to find animals, fruit, and edible roots. By watching our parents, we learn the practices and traditions of our people. I like living freely, and I love our forest. We accept its limitations and its laws. Hunger, fatigue, sickness, and death are all a part of these. The forest gave birth to us. It is our mother and our home. We use mainly bows and arrows for hunting. The arrow tips used to be made of bone or of a pig's tooth. Now we get a very sharp blade by hammering a nail between two stones. This weapon makes the animal bleed a lot, and if he's wounded, his trail will be easy to follow. The body of the arrow is made of rattan wood. We heat it to stiffen it. The arrow must be perfectly straight and balanced. We make the bows out of hard and supple wood. It's a very precious object because trees with that kind of wood are hard to find. We don't usually shoot at a stationary animal. To make the target real, it's tied to a vine and pulled.
Ano ba kang gue day?
Ano selama gue?
Ini lang get lang ya.
Kamu pakunamu. Diam pakunamu. Oh, saya. Oke nangamu. Kamu gue aku sasab do. Berkata kamu sia.
Agak parat.
I'm clumsy and still not strong enough to bend and string a bow.
Bisa kan?